go to Vegas then. So, when did you guys schedule to leave LA, and who was supposed to go with y'all?
Well, generally on the entourage, everybody trying to get there because number one, they're trying to get in to make sure Suge can get them a room. We were so unorganized. We were you wouldn't know if you were able to make the trip until hours before the trip, go down. It was just anybody that really wanted to go was just trying to get in, because they know if you get in there and get in entourage, he gonna look out for you eventually and get you a room or get you in. And so, me and my guys were already out there because there was a class that we all had to take the day before, and so we was already out there. But there was an entourage of probably 20 to 25 people that was in the caravan that drove up there that day.
Right.
Yeah. And so
since you're in charge of security, so can you explain what happened that night?
That night, well, the incident that happened, I didn't know about it. Most of my security detail that particular night was at the club where everybody was scheduled to come. There was an entourage, about 10 or 15 guys with them, that was in the entourage that was on the way to the club. It wasn't like you had that many tickets to a prize fight, that if Suge had more than 5 tickets, I would be surprised. And so it wasn't like everybody was just people were trying to go just to be around, but I had the duties of making sure the club was on point and trying to get it right for when they came. That was my responsibility, and that was my worry at that point. To ever even think that what happened would have happened, you just didn't think that would happen. However, if I had known, and that's why I always blame Frank for negligence, for not notifying me that what had happened took place, I hope I would have been smart enough to say, okay, well, we need to do this or do that.
Yeah.
But I think my question would be, who's all with y'all? And the people that he would have told me that was with him, I would have said, oh, y'all good. I'm gonna be honest.
But he tried to blame you for that. He said because you told him do not bring weapons and stuff. Was that true?
You have that audio, but then you got all other audio that I can show you. And if you really listen to me, where I done played it, because I beat it up in everybody here, where he says in his book one that he left the gun in the car because at the last minute, Tupac asked him to drive the Outlaws in Kadada car, and his gun was left in the car, and he didn't want to hold up the entourage, and so he knew guns was going to be at the club, and so he didn't tell them that he didn't have his gun with him. One, then you got other audio where he admits that it was the people that was working the club, that the attorney, not Reggie, the attorney, George Calise, told him not to bring the guns. And so, the inside of the club, it was never that order for the bodyguards. Never. It was just for the people working inside Club 662.
Man, yeah, that was a wild night. And seriously, I wish you were sitting here with us.
However, I'm glad. What good? But let's go back to that though. What good would security guards having a gun would have did to stop it or saving Tupac's life? All that probably would have did was maybe retaliated, and hopefully they were a good enough shot to shoot the people that were shooting at them. Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, on a strip or a location like that, who generally gets shot? Yeah. An innocent bystander.
Right.
But if vest would have saved him, at least protect him a little bit.
I'm sorry?
A vest would have saved them. A bulletproof vest, right?
Oh, but who gonna wear a bulletproof vest in 110 degrees weather? Going to a nightclub.
Yeah, you have a point here too.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the shooting, who contacted his mom or his family?
That he was shot or in the hospital, I don't know. It wasn't me.
Yeah, for that.
I'm sure it was somebody from the record label or something. You know, Norris was the general manager. I know it wasn't even Suge because, you know, Suge was in the hospital. So
Yeah.
I don't know who made the call. Maybe one of the Outlaws. That I don't know.
Okay. Like, the dumbest thing I've heard, people say Suge had Pac killed. Why would he sit next to him? That was dumb. I don't know who came
Yeah.
up with that.
Yeah. No, Suge loved Pac.
Too much.
Suge loved Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because in a situation like that, you can't control what.
You can't control where a bullet go.
No.
Not only that,
Close.
you know. Yeah, and plus that was his cash cow too. It was not. Nobody ever knew that Postmonious albums or record sales or anything like that was going to sell like they did. That's not what he wanted.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that is not a desire or a thought that came across Suge Knight's mind at that time. Was to have something bad that happened to Tupac Shakur.
There are rumors that they say Pac was supposed to leave the label. Is there any truth to that?
Well, the people that are saying it are always young ladies like Keisha Cole or all these young people. None of the Outlaws ever said that. His niece, it's all people that, if he would have told these people that, then he would have been so disloyal. Two, he was still out on appeal bond. The attorney was fighting for his case. You don't go and change attorneys midway in an appeal bond, you know, unless you feel like you got some. Now, if the appeal bond would have got denied, then you will fire your attorney. But if you don't know that appeal bond and these are the ones that got you out, that just don't make sense. So the record label was controlling the attorney that was on the appeal bond. You know, the thing about David Kenner getting fired and all of that, it was for entertainment work, not the criminal work.
Yeah.
You know, and so that don't make sense. But hey, who can really say it? All I can just say, he was the biggest con man, liar, and all of that, if it's true, because you got 3 to 4 days before he got shot, him at the MTV Music Awards talking and praising nothing but Death Row and talking about Death Row East and how that's going to be the next label and all of that. And that's, you know, so is that signs of somebody that's planning on leaving?
No.
Yeah.
But the main thing maybe if my appeal got denied or something like that, I may start talking like that. But not while I'm still fighting.
That's true.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.